Okay, so the final score then, it's finished Ives 2, Alvechurch 1. Joining me now is the Ives manager, Marheineke. Ricky, well done, fantastic result. Can't lose sight of the fact that was an Alvechurch side who beat Stamford last week, so a great result for us.
Yeah, it's a really good result. Any win in our league is a good win, and people would have looked at last week's result and the disappointment of the defeat of Biggleswade, who hadn't won in 24 games and hadn't won for 20 odd games, and would have said it was a poor result. But our church at home arguably is an easier game than Biggleswade away. So there's no teams in our league that you can take for granted. There's no teams that are harder than anybody else. You have to just take care of your own business and play well. Last week we didn't play particularly well, granted, and I think the players were a little bit frustrated with that. And today I thought we played well in spells. There was some cagey moments, as you'd expect, because of the group's low on confidence. So there were some cagey moments, but I thought there were some really positive moments throughout the game as well. And it's just a really important win. It's with the results in our league today, if you like, going in our favour, it catapults us up a couple of spaces, and hopefully now we can got back on the ladder and we can start climbing.
Well, the best of starts obviously conceding the early goal, but found our way back into the game, and with 2 goals we did score from 2 new signings. And so tell us a bit about those 2 new players we brought in.
Listen, when you've experienced the last month that this group of players have experienced, and some of them are very young, some of them are inexperienced. Even some of the experienced lads, the captain, I had a conversation with him last week, hasn't experienced being on this sort of run because he's used to winning games, whichever team he's been at. So this was a new experience for the group, and they're lacking confidence, lacking a little bit of belief. And then when you concede after 2 minutes, you fear the worst. And you have to give this group so much credit, because the way they reacted to that, to get themselves back in, then to go in front, and then for a 15-minute period after we scored the second goal, they looked like the team we were pre-Christmas. There was confidence, there was a swagger, we passed the ball really well, we forced them into changing their shape because we had so much control in the game, and I was just so pleased for them as a group, because they deserve that, because it's been tough the last few weeks, and that was the worst possible start, and they regrouped, they got together, and they worked it out, and they got through it. And I'm just full of admiration and so proud for them, because now we can start hopefully looking forward.
And I guess the determination in the side was all there to see, to preserve a lead, with some of the defensive work they had to do in the second half. Some great saves from Dan Wilkes, and some blocks from defence were brilliant, weren't they?
Yeah, I still say it, best goalkeeper in the league.
Yeah.
Other managers will tell you that as well, and will agree. Made big saves, come and punched things when the ball came into his box, blocks. His kicking was very good. But yeah, I said to the players afterwards, ironically we didn't create as many chances today as we have in previous games, but we scored 2 goals. We were ready, we were clinical when the opportunities and the moments arose. We hit the back of the net, and geez, when we had to defend in that second half, there was Will Glenn and Ethan Creary when Dan Sweeney went through and just got the touch and then done the block, and the one where Dan saved it and then it was pinballing around, and we must have had 4, 5, 6 players throwing themselves at the ball to block it. That shows a real togetherness and a willingness to want to win games of football, and how important it is to them. Not to me. It doesn't come from me. We can't play the game for them. You need big characters with big personalities, and geez, we had that in abundance today. So look, just massively proud. I'm so pleased for the group.
And just a word about the lineup. Obviously, Jordan Williams on the bench, just to explain to our supporters the background behind that. Obviously injured, was he? Or
no. He was. He didn't train Thursday night because he was under the weather.
Okay.
And we worked on some stuff Thursday night, and we just felt that it was too important with him not being at the session, and we were working with the players within that session. That was the team we wanted to start with. But what a sub to come on! Come on the last 10 minutes when we needed to see the game out, headed everything, cleared it. So. Look, if we're gonna do anything, we need a squad. Jordan understands; he's been in the game long enough. But with Will and Ethan Creary on the back line today, I thought, apart from the first 2 minutes, we defended exceptionally, and when they did get a chance to score, the goalkeeper come up trump. So yeah, that was the reasoning behind Jordan.
And Ed Hotto, obviously good to see him come off the bench and get minutes as well on his return.
Yeah, he was. Look, Ed. We had to take Ed off last week. Ed was there last week. He made about 15 fouls in 20 minutes, and we were a bit paranoid he was going to get sent off. But listen, Ed's going through a pre-season still. Really, he's been away for 3 months or 2.5 months, so hasn't played any minutes. So yeah, he'll get better as the season comes to an end, if you like. But yeah, look, we looked at our bench today with Josh, with Benji, with Jordan, with Kazza, and with Ed. That's a strong bench. That's a bench that if you need to chase the game, you can chase it. It's a bench that if you need to see the game out, you can see it out. So yeah, look, it was a good bench, and obviously the 3 debutants as well. So the squad's in a healthy position at the moment.
So 2 away games coming up, Redditch and Leiston. Hopefully keep the run together, start of a run maybe.
Yeah, look, we just got to continue to work on ourselves, focus on ourselves, focus on our performance, continue to work hard, not only on the training field, because I think we saw a lot today. Ben put on a fabulous session on Thursday night, and the players worked exceptionally hard, took a lot of information on that, and I thought you saw some signs of that, a lot of signs of that today, and with that repetitiveness, and hopefully we'll improve and continue to improve. And yeah, look, I'm looking forward to the 2 games. I think we just got to take one at a time, not get carried away, stay grounded. We know that if things don't go your way, how long a bad run can last, but we've also been on good runs, and we just now need to make sure that this is our little positive run, and we need to try and make sure that we back this win up next week.
Brilliant, Ricky. Welcome 3 points today, and well done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.